One of the biggest names on the recruiting trail and now in the transfer portal, Travis Hunter, has officially put his name in there after Deion Sanders has made the move from Jackson State to Colorado. And I know I've posed the question for the past week, and a lot of you guys have questioned me on why would he not want to follow Deion to Colorado. But today we're going to talk about it now that he's officially there and decide whether he is going to follow Deion to Colorado. But before we get into it, please go ahead, hit that like and the subscribe button. 90% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed, and it's completely free to you guys to do this, but it means so much to a content creator like myself. So please go ahead, help us out by hitting that like and subscribe button. Additionally, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Am I off my rocker? Do you think Travis Hunter will follow Deion to Colorado? So, Jackson State shook up the college football world last year after he flipped his commitment from Florida State on National Signing Day to follow Deion to Colorado, or to follow Deion to Jackson State. And this is huge because Deion is able to develop guys at an extremely high level because Deion was a great athlete himself. And it's proven while Travis Hunter has been at Jackson State that Deion has potentially been able to help develop him as Travis Hunter has been able to excel on both sides of the ball. When you look at what he was able to do on the defensive side of the ball this year, he had 19 total tackles. 15 of those were done himself. He had 2 interceptions, and one of those was returned for a touchdown. Additionally, as a wide receiver, he had 18 receptions for 190 yards and 4 touchdowns. And when you look at that as a freshman season, that's pretty good to be able to play both sides of the ball. And when you look at the athlete that Travis Hunter here is, he was requested by a lot of teams last year. Florida State, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Clemson. This is a guy that even if he was to go to the offensive side of the ball, he probably still would have been a top 10 recruit. So for Deion Sanders to be able to get this guy at Jackson State University, you can imagine why it shook up the college football world. But now Deion is going to Colorado, and Travis Hunter has entered the transfer portal. And yes, we all expect him to go to Colorado. Keyword, expect him. But Travis Hunter has showed us before he could do the unexpected. And what if that unexpected is to now explore all the options that are out there and make sure he makes the best decision for himself and potentially end up at a place like Florida State, Florida, Miami, Alabama, or Georgia? Because certainly if he goes to a place like Alabama or Georgia, you know that he could potentially be developed by the best of the best. And it would be crazy of me to not even throw OU in there. Now, OU's a very far off stretch, probably never going to happen, but since I'm an OU fan, I can only dream, right? Travis Hunter has got to be able to explore his options, and I would bet he does. And I would bet that he takes his time. But ultimately, I do believe that he ends up in Colorado, as you've seen him out there hanging out with Deion Sanders this past weekend at Top Golf, already in Colorado. Now, the question is, though, if Travis Hunter was to not end up at Colorado, where would he go? Would it be his one true love at Florida State? Or would it be a Georgia where he could go play under a national championship defense in Kirby Smart, or go to a defense in Nick Saban and Pete Golding where they have produced numerous first round draft? I probably can't even tell you, actually, I can't tell you the amount of first round draft picks that they have put out, but it is a long list. Or does he want to go potentially to a team like Florida or Miami and help maybe try to revitalize those programs and be a foundation point for those programs? Regardless of whatever decision he makes, he is going to be a transcendent talent to those teams. And he will be able to help shape the way that those teams are able to not only recruit, but the way that they're able to go out on the field and perform week in and week out. Travis Hunter is going to be an extremely interesting talent to watch throughout the transfer portal, and I cannot wait to be able to talk about it as we continue to see the potential options spread out. But he might shock me and shock some other people and immediately decide to commit to Colorado here in the next couple of days. You never know. So go ahead, jump down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are thinking about Travis Hunter. Do you think he will follow Deion Sanders to Colorado?